Good morning.
It's Saturday, March 13th, 7:11 a.m. And we're in Bartlett, Texas.
Bart.
We made it here. It's not en route, but there is no route.
True.
So we're not in Austin yet.
No, but we will get there
But we're very
today.
close. Yeah. We're 51 miles away, which is such a chill day.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be fine.
So we've done 190 miles in 3 days.
3 days.
Which is not bad. But we're a little off our clip game right now, I would say.
Yeah.
We took a long period of time not making clips when we were doing the van stuff. And it didn't really matter because there was really nothing to say that was all that interesting or important that couldn't be conveyed through a picture. But I think...
and we're not trying to, record our entire lives.
No.
This is just for, special adventures. And it's an audio diary, so it's things we want to remember.
Is the van
trips
life?
like this. No, we're going to remember that, but, that was our thing.
So is this.
Yeah, but, we're broadcasting it to the world.
You're welcome, Maham.
Which is fine, but, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing for not making clips.
Lol, you don't apologize for anything. I've never heard the words "I'm sorry" come out of your mouth.
That's not true at all.
Oh, okay, you're right. You do say "I'm sorry," and immediately you following it, you say, "But it's not my fault."
You see that bird? He's, contorting himself.
Yep.
I think he's cleaning, but he looks really weird.
Have a good one.
All right, you too now.
Starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Good place to be.
Yep.
So, let's pick up the night we were in the last park.
The last
AKA
time we made a
last
clip.
night. Yeah.
We made a clip. We had dinner, had some beers, took a little walk, just for fun. Because it was really early.
Yeah, we got into town at 4 something, I think.
I think it was 3 or 3:30. It was super early. I was like, damn, this is early.
It rained yesterday about this time.
Yeah, but it's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's not really rain, it's just sprinkling.
They say it's spitting rain.
Spitting.
My name's MC Kenneth, and I'm here to say, in Texas it rains almost every day. The wind's at your face, and then it's at your side. Man, does it make it sure hard to ride my bike. But yeah, the park we were at was scary.
Yeah, it was not a good night. We were right next to a lake, which was pretty, and there was, people fishing throughout the evening, and then they all went away, and it got dark. And then there were a bunch of noises in the forest around us.
A possum approached.
We saw something in the water, and we're like, there's no way there's alligators in Texas, is there? But then we're like, also there might be, who knows?
Yeah.
And it was really scary. It was just not a restful night.
Not at all.
I had dreams of alligators and axe murderers.
Oh, that's a cool subtitle for your autobiography. The thing that we saw in the water was moving way too fast to be a turtle, and it was moving way too fast and way too high to be a fish.
And it had
could have been
yellow
a snake.
eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was
a mammal.
an otter.
Mm-hmm. And it was
or a
splashing
possum,
around.
they swim too.
If that was a possum, he was lost. But yeah, not very restful nights, any of them. I think the best night of sleep I had was probably at the church, and even that.
Yeah.
I was still waking up a lot because
Not me.
It's been so windy. It sounds like people are walking close to you.
Yeah.
And so, it's nice because that hasn't been the case ever yet. But it's still unnerving because you're awoken many, many times by sounds that sound like something is happening to your tent or the grass around you.
And it's you can't fall asleep with 100%
Bless you.
assurance that you will be fine throughout the night.
Yeah.
You could be murdered or molested by animals or threatened by the police.
I'm threatening you!
It's just very scary. It doesn't make for restful nights. But also, I think we're also still, on day 3, technically day 4 today, so we're still getting back into it. This whole sleeping outside thing.
Although, when we did the Trans Am, I don't remember...
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, the first night we
just
slayed...
didn't give a fuck.
That's bird sex. They just sexed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe they were fighting. That first night on the Trans Am, We were down by, where were we up? We were up from a boat launch area. Had to drag our bikes up, and then we set up our tent in this weird path that was like maybe a trail, but maybe just like a bum trail.
Yeah.
But
it thunderstormed that night, so
yeah.
we were like, oh, nobody's going to be out here. And they weren't. And they're fine.
I don't remember where we went the second day, but
I don't either.
I don't remember being so unrested.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was
we're going
that
to bed
night.
at like 8 o'clock and getting up at 6, so even if we're out for 2 or 3 hours cumulatively, we're still getting a lot of sleep. I feel great.
Well,
my name is
to go.
Kenneth, and I'm here to say I sleep well almost every day.
I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, we woke up yesterday. We've been waking up at 6:20 every morning.
It's great.
It has been good. Gives us a little bit of extra time before the wind gets really strong, which, again, yesterday was an entire day of wind coming from the northeast. So we had a headwind for the majority of the day. But we did start off with McDonald's. I was feeling a little off for some reason, but the McDonald's brought me back up to full strength. And we headed out. It did rain a little bit in the morning, but that's coincidentally the route that we were taking that I had made was pretty much completely off major trafficked roads, which was really nice and, again, coincidental. But we went through these small little Texas towns, the one that we had stayed in that night, got chased by a few dogs that really didn't put up too much of a fight, and then we're off to the races, as it were. And for me personally, with the headwind as strong as it's been and persistent as it's been, I kind of dread having to continue going. So there's supposed to be a lot of like wildflowers out here, Indian paintbrushes and blue bonnets, and we found a few of those yesterday. And I was trying to make a little corsage for Allie, almost at a corset, but definitely not that, of little flowers. So we stopped many times in the earlier morning when we were still kind of getting things warmed up and stuff, which was nice. I mean, there was no rush. We only did, we did almost 70 miles yesterday, which is a little bit more than we expected. But even still, there's really no rush to get to our places every day, especially now that we're here on the last day, and we have made it as far as we needed to make it in order to get to Austin by 3 for our Airbnb. So, it's been good. I'm trying to think of any other highlights yesterday. We did stop for lunch at a gas station and stopped for first lunch at a sausage-making factory. You know, they say you're never supposed to know how the sausage is made, so we didn't go inside. But we did eat crackers and peanut butter and jellies outside. And then before that, we had one little break as well for second breakfast. I've been keeping one extra egg and cheese McMuffin to have later on in the day, which is nice. Having some real food that's substantive is nice. Helps like boost the morale, I think, a little bit. Drinking some instant coffee here, y'all. Oof, strong. At second lunch, we met this couple who was doing a 200K bike ride, which is approximately 120 miles, and they gave us all these suggestions about where we should go and what roads we should take, and Allie in particular gets annoyed by that because it doesn't really normally fit into our plans well to take people's advice and suggestions, because we've typically planned our days in accordance with the route that we've already started following. So these people were nice enough, and they told us that we should go to this brewery that was like due west of where we currently were, which would have certainly been nice because that would have meant a side wind instead of a headwind, which was the only saving grace for the difficulties of yesterday. But it wouldn't have actually gotten us any closer to our actual destination of Austin, because it would have been like 25 miles west, and we've been crawling along, going like south the majority of the time, and then west every once in a while to get over to Austin from where we started in Tyler, which was pretty northeast Texas, and so crawling our way back southwest. So, that was nice enough for what it was. Had some decent snacks there. Filled up with water and headed out for what our computers and everything were telling us was going to be another 25 miles, which was kind of shocking because we thought we were closer than that. My Google Maps had told me the morning of yesterday morning that our route was only supposed to be 60 miles to get to Granger, Texas. But we did have to make a little slight detour because our route had a gravel road section that we didn't want to do. But I don't even think the detour that we took would have added that many miles because ultimately it connected pretty seamlessly back to the main route.
It's so much brighter out here. I was only gone for like 2 minutes.
I have my thinking cap on.
It smells like a dead animal. I'm very sensitive to that.
You want a smoke meal?
No. Thinking cap?
Yeah.
About
That's
what?
why I'm bright. I'm shining. So we got to this place called Davia, and it was like a ghost town. And I was thinking, because I could see it on my map coming up, I was like, if this place has like a gas station, at least we could probably make that work and just stop here for the night.
I'm sure you already mentioned that I was feeling pooped.
Oh. Allie was feeling
tired.
pooped. She's been feeling pooped every day. What the hell is this guy doing?
The wind is insane. It's like you're working 3 times as hard to go like a quarter of the distance that you would normally.
Yeah.
It's frustrating mentally and draining physically.
Our average speed every day has been like barely over 10 miles an hour. And our elevation gain for 50 and 60 and 70 miles is only like 1,000 or 1,400 feet. So we should be
like
flying.
2,000 plus every day. But
Even
that's just
still.
my computer.
I mean,
but still, yeah.
Like,
the hills are so gentle and rolling.
yeah, we would be flying if not for this wind.
Yeah.
We would probably already be in Austin just because we wouldn't be able to help ourselves. Because 3 days of 80s would be 240. But
it is also the first week. You can't just bust out doing like 80s plus.
In this
in
terrain.
my experience.
No, you definitely could. Your experience is limited to starting in Virginia for the Trans Am, which has the largest amount of cumulative elevation gain on the whole route.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this weird little Spanish lady came up to us while we were trying to figure out if we could stay in Davia. And she was like trying to get us to help her find her way to Taylor. Taylor! Rip. And so we're like, well, we're not really from here either. Plus,
But she persisted.
nevertheless, she persisted. So she made us like point on her phone, even in the era of COVID. She had no mask. She made me touch her phone. And I was looking at it. It was an Android. She had like 10 million notifications. And I was like, Jesus, lady, fix your fucking phone.
She's
No
too
wonder.
busy trying to drive around.
Yeah. But we sent her on her way.
Hoping for good trail karma.
I'm feeling fairly confident that we had sent her in the right direction. And then we had a decision to make. Granger was 14 miles southwest. Another slog. And Allie was feeling pooped. Or 11 miles due west with the wind at our side majoritarily and uncertain future ahead.
Yeah.
And so we made the choice to go to Bartlett instead of Granger. And that was a good choice.
Yeah.
It was a nice road, and we only were able to sort of get the better of the wind for the rest of the day from that point. There were a few points where we had to go back into the wind head on, but they were very brief, which was nice because, God, that point from second lunch, when we met those people, you want to move?
No.
All right. When we met the cyclists,
Oh, yeah.
that point, like that 16 miles or whatever it was, that was all into the wind the entire time. That was.
I know that.
Yep.
I was there.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So we got to Granger. We were really hoping, I was anyway, for some pizza. And I looked on my phone and there was like not really anything here. There was like a really gross looking German restaurant. or a donut place, and both places were closed, so it didn't really matter. And so we're like, man, if there was like a Hunt's Brothers Pizza at one of these gas stations, that would be ultimate. And then we went to the first gas station where we're at now, Munchies, and they didn't have any Hunt's Brothers. And I was like, well, there's another gas station. If we go left out of here, we can go see if they have it. And so we went left, and then I was like, oops, this is the wrong way. And then Allie was like, you idiot! And then we turned around, and lo and behold, the other gas station did have Hunt's Brothers. So we got 2 Hunt's Brothers. We drank beer, chilled with some cats, hung out with a lady who was filling up a bucket for her toilet.
The cat ate the pizza crust.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
That was funny. You saw him walk away with it? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for the pump?
For the pump.
Do you know which one it is?
Well, I I'm gonna be able to get 4 right out here.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Hi. The man in that white van said that the pump never got set for him, and he said he was going to go to 4. So, no worries. It's early still.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. It might be his car that smelled like shit. It's raining again?
People here need a lot of help.
Yep.
There was a guy earlier that asked us for 50 cents, and we were like, sorry, we don't carry change.
I think that was so he could buy scratch-offs.
Not surprised. Oh my god. Maybe he needs air.
It's raining anyway.
Yeah.
We're in everybody's way. He does need air. His tire looks flat.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
So, I don't even know what we were talking about.
Pizza. The cat.
The cat ate the pizza crust.
And so did we. So, anyway. We made our way to a park. Set everything up. Got in bed. It was pretty early. And again,
It seems like a pretty legit spot.
It's a dead mouse.
Ew. It seemed like a pretty legit spot, even in the dark. But it was pretty out in the open and a little sketchy.
Yeah.
So another unrestful night, unfortunately.
But hey, tonight's going to be the first night in 4 days, or
Did we get to sleep peacefully?
yeah, as peaceful as we want
And
for 2 nights.
like we haven't been disrupted at all. It's just the fear and threat of that happening.
Which is likely to occur.
Which is likely. Because we're not even on a bike route. We're just camping in these random ass small towns we've never seen cyclists before. And we just camp in their public spaces right next to the high school. But it's whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
We're
fine.
on a bike ride.
Well, and it's raining
What we
again.
do.
Vitamin time. All right, y'all. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Wish us luck.
Should be fine.
It's fine.
Going to Austin.